President of the organization People for the Parks and Trails, Aaron Dimick. Hi, Aaron.
Hello, Bart. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you believe that Christmas is almost here?
I know. We're talking about it on a daily basis now. And I know you've got election day to worry about as public information officer for the city, but you've already voted.
I did. I voted this morning. I was voter number 17 at my precinct. So that was the 6th ward in precinct 14.
All right. Make sure you vote today.
Yes. Polls are open until 8 p.m.
All right. So you do know Christmas is approaching, and we've got People for the Parks and Trails again with a Christmas project.
That's right. So this is our 3rd year that we're going to be putting lights in neighborhood parks, and we're excited to do it again this year. And in the past, myself and the co-founder and our Parks and Recreation liaison, Andrew Sargent, we would go out throughout November and December and put up the lights whenever we had time. But I thought it'd be great to get everyone together to do it all in one day, and to do it in early November when we have a little bit more time and better weather. So this upcoming Saturday, November 11th at 10 a.m., we're meeting at Woodland Cemetery at the front entrance there where the parks garage is, and then we're going to be dispersing to 4 different parks and putting up lights.
So we've got a couple of shots of parks you've already been decorating. Are you doing the same ones, or you switch it out?
We're going to be doing the same ones as last year. So we're going to be doing Betsy Butterfield Park on Southwest Avenue, Elnora Mormon Plaza on High Street, Austin Blair Park on Greenwood, and Ganson Street Park on Ganson Street, and Kiwanis Park on Elm.
Nice. Now, you're able to do these parks and plug in electrical lights, right?
Yeah, the reason that we chose these parks is these are the ones with electricity, and they're also the most visible, and they're the easiest to put up decorations because they have fencing or some kind of arch, something like that, or an arbor. So that's why we chose these parks, because there was electrical access, but also it spread throughout all over the city. And they're also gateways to neighborhoods, and they're highly visible to pedestrians and drivers.
Kelly said we have 29 parks and trails now.
Right.
Someday you'd like to get lights in all of them?
That would be fantastic. I think that is a really big operation. We wanted to do more parks this year, but we realized that maybe 5 is the right number that's manageable. And just because we have a lot of parks that are just tucked into neighborhoods that maybe a lot of people don't see all the time, or the biggest challenge is that they don't have an electrical outlet that we can plug in. We talked about solar lights, but we found that that might not work in a place like Michigan in the winter where we don't really get a lot of light. So we're really excited. We welcome anyone to take part in this. If you want to get in the holiday spirit early, you're definitely welcome to come out and help out. So we're going to be meeting at 10 a.m. at Woodland Cemetery at the entrance off Francis Street, and then we're going to be dispersing to 4 different parks. We're doing a total of 5 parks, but the Kiwanis group is going to be taking care of that park and putting up lights there. So we're just going to be focusing on 4 parks on Saturday.
And you're meeting at Woodland Cemetery. That's where you have the supplies and the lights?
That's right. So we'll get everyone together there. You'll sign in, and we'll have a leader for each park, and then we'll assign people just based on the turnout, and then we'll send you to the park and you'll put up lights. And I imagine I'll probably be leading one of the light efforts, or kind of going around to making sure everything is going good.
What do people need to bring?
Just themselves.
Okay.
And a positive attitude, the holiday spirit.
And it's supposed to be all week. We're going to be hovering right around 50, upper 40s, low 50s all week long, and that includes the Saturday. So
Right.
Hopefully no snow that would hamper your light stringing efforts, but likely when it's time to take these down, there might be snow and ice you have to chip away.
That's right. We don't want to put up the lights too early, although we are putting them up early. We're going to be turning the lights on after Thanksgiving. They'll be up through Christmas, the holidays, and then typically early January before MLK Day, the lights come down.
And this will be your last official People for the Parks and Trails volunteer activity of the year.
Yeah, I believe this will be our 10th volunteer event this year. So that is amazing to see. Each volunteer event has been a huge success. I always feel like if you can convince anyone to come out and volunteer and make a difference in their community, that's as good as 100. So I think it's great. We average probably around 10 to 15 volunteers per event. We had a huge turnout for our Halloween cleanup at Mount Evergreen Cemetery a couple weeks ago. We had 36 people come out, which was our biggest turnout yet. So at the end of each volunteer season, I look at our roster, see how many people have come out. And last year we had a total of 60 individuals who came out to volunteer, and that was amazing to see. So hopefully we'll be right around there again this year.
Yeah, and you don't have to be a City of Jackson resident to be a volunteer on this.
Yeah, People for the Parks and Trails, we're just all about improving Jackson's public parks through volunteering and fundraising and advocacy. And volunteering is the biggest part of that. So we welcome anyone in the community to come out and volunteer. You don't have to be a city resident or a county resident. It's just about showing up and doing what you're able to do to help the community.
Great, well, thanks for doing that.
Yes,
And
thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. The founder, president of People for the Parks and Trails, Aaron Dimick. We'll wrap up the morning show after this.